My name is Lindsay Diven. I am the Executive Director of the Custer County Foundation. Today I'd like to do a tutorial regarding our grant application process. We will start by having you go to custercountyfoundation.org. Once you're on our website, you will go to the Grants heading and under the drop-down menu, select Grant Guidelines. Here it goes over the Custer County Foundation grant procedure. All of our applications are due the end of April and the end of October, and applicants will be notified if they've been selected or denied a grant 3 to 4 weeks after the deadline. Then below are our guidelines. I'm not going to review all of them, but I will point out a few. Number 4, the foundation prefers to partially fund projects rather than be the source for full funding of a project. We don't have the resources to fully fund the amount of grant requests we receive, and we want to try to support as many organizations through our grants program as possible. Number 9, prior to grant money being awarded, an invoice will be required. This allows us to know that the grant funds were used as intended. Number 10, the money raised to fund these grants is raised locally. Therefore, funded organizations are encouraged to purchase items or services from Custer County businesses. Local businesses donate money and items to the gala, which is how we raise money for our grants program. It's important to try to support these businesses that are supporting us. Next, we have our supporting documents. These 4 documents are required and should be attached to your application. The first one is the IRS tax exempt letter. If for some reason you don't have one, you need to provide an explanation stating why. Number 2 is your list of board of directors. If you don't have a board, you could list your main volunteers. Number 3 is a current operating budget. If you don't have an operating budget, you could provide a budget for your project. And then number 4 is the latest financial statement. And if you don't have a financial statement, you could provide a recent copy of your organization's bank statement. But again, if you can't provide any of these 4 documents, please provide an explanation stating why. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open the grant application. If you scroll back up to the top, you'll see this grant application button. You can go ahead and click on that and it'll open up a new tab with your PDF application. The first page is basically everything that we just went over regarding the guidelines and the deadlines. So we'll go ahead and go to page number 2. And again, it touches on the supporting documents that are required, and please let us know in writing why you're not including one of those required documents. Then on the application form, you can just go ahead and click on it and fill it out right here, and then you can print it from this application as well. So your organization's name, we need your email address, and then an address, a contact person, and a phone number. We need an address so that we can send a letter notifying you of approval or denial. So make sure it's a current address, please. And then we're going to need your project title or description. Just give us a brief description stating your project. And then 2 is the proposed cost of the project. Just let us know how much the project is going to cost. And again, we don't normally fully fund projects. And then you'll go ahead and give us the amount requested. And then we'll go ahead and scroll to page number 3. And this you're going to want to go ahead and start a Word document, and then you'll just put each letter and then an explanation or give us the information we're requiring. So A is the purpose of your project. So we want to know, why are you doing this project? What is the objective? What are you asking the foundation to fund? And B is to provide an estimate or a breakdown of costs to support the proposed project. So for instance, if you're raising money for park benches, provide an estimate on how much the park benches will cost, and then include how many park benches you would like the foundation to fund. So if you're trying to get 10 new park benches and you would like the foundation to fund 3, go ahead and let us know that information. C, how many people will be served by your project? If you're having a hard time coming up with numbers, just please give us your best estimated guess. D, how long will your project benefit the intended persons or community? So going back to the park bench example, what is the lifespan of the park benches? Should they last 20 years, 30 years? Just give us a time frame. E, is there another person or organization already providing this benefit? If yes, have you attempted to become a joint effort? We prefer that you don't compete for funding for the same project, that you guys would combine your efforts. F, proposed date of implementation. When do you plan to start your project? G, estimated date of completion. When do you plan to finish your project? H, sources of other funding. Are you planning on holding any fundraisers, or have you already? Have you applied for other grants, or have you received other grants? Any other type of major donations, just please let us know. I, continued funding. Is this project something that will require continued funding? If so, how do you plan to provide that? And J, evaluation. So how will you determine that your project has reached its goal? Then we will need signatures. If you don't have a president, treasurer, or board members, please have your volunteers sign the applications. And then you'll need to submit the application to the Custer County Foundation, and you can either mail it to P.O. Box 304, Broken Bow, Nebraska, or you can drop it off at the foundation office. We are located at 403 South 9th Avenue. And of course, if you have any questions regarding that grant application process, please feel free to give me a call. The phone number here is 308-872-2232. We hope you found this video to be helpful, and thank you for taking the time to watch it.